Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Tuesday Live. If you're new here, I'm Carol Simon, your Generation X Freedom Coach, and I'm here to help you navigate the digital financial world without feeling overwhelmed. And for those of you tuning in for the very first time, I'm a former accountant turned digital entrepreneur, and I focus on helping Generation Xers primarily achieve financial freedom and build the life of their dreams. So if you're watching live, I say hi to you. And if you're catching me on the replay, do type #replay in the comments so I can give you a shout out later. And thank you for joining. So today we're diving into Crypto Exchanges 101, how to trade safely, how to avoid scams, and to choose the right platform. But before we get started, tell me in the comments, have you ever bought or sold crypto before? Type a yes if you have, and a no if you're just getting started. If you have, how difficult did you find it? Rating 1 to 10. Just want to see who I'm talking to today, who I'm dealing with. Before we go into more detail, we're going to start with a comparison between centralized versus decentralized exchanges. We're going to cover that too, But first, we're going to answer the question, what is a crypto exchange? A crypto exchange is where you buy, you sell, and you trade cryptocurrencies, just like a stock exchange, but for digital assets. Centralized exchanges, also known as CEXs, CEX, by the way, that's the easy entry point. That's for most people start with a centralized exchange. And these are platforms like, I'm sure you might have heard of them, Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Kraken. They make it simple. They act as the middleman. They match buyers and sellers, and they handle security. My first central exchange was Bitpanda in 2017, and I found it awfully complicated. Why? Because it was new then for me. There are pros, by the way. They are generally user-friendly, and they're great for beginners, particularly now. And it also allows fiat to crypto transactions, e.g. you can buy with a credit card. But there are also cons. The cons are, I'm not sure you've heard this saying, you don't own your crypto. The exchange holds your private keys, not you. And they can be hacked, like FTX or Mt. Gox. Your money can disappear, they can close down and you don't have access. And some have very high fees. Now the alternative, decentralized exchanges, otherwise known as a DEX. Here you have more control, but with the control becomes more responsibility. And if you're more advanced, you might prefer a DEX, like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap. Again, there are pros. There's no middleman. You trade directly from your wallet. You get more privacy, no need to submit ID or KYC in most cases. And you own your own crypto. Have you heard the saying? Not your keys, not your coins. But there are cons. And the cons are no customer support. So if you make a mistake, it's on you, it's gone. It's harder for beginners, particularly if you're starting out, you're learning and you're not familiar with this space. And it also requires some education, requires more technical knowledge, which is why I'm doing these live videos so you can learn more. So now I'm going to touch on how to trade safely and avoid scams. And what I would say is, number one, use reputable exchanges. Check reviews and security history. Make sure they have a long-standing security history and good reviews. And always, always, always don't store large amounts on any exchange. Use a secure wallet. And be very careful when you go to websites, because there are many fake websites and phishing scams. Always double, triple check the URL to make sure you are in the right site. This is especially important as there are now very sophisticated scammers out there. Really sophisticated, and if you're just a newbie, they can really scam you out of many funds. There's a report earlier this week, I think, about people who got scammed out of their wallets, their DEXs, because they gave away their private keys to someone who's supposed to be from the police, and that's it's really sad. And they lost over £1 million in crypto because they gave away their private keys. So you've got to be really careful, know what you're doing. And what also I would say to stay safe and not to be careful, to watch out for too good to be true offers. If it sounds like a scam, it probably is. But do also note that in the digital space, in the decentralized space, DeFi, returns will tend to be a lot higher than in the traditional space. So always do your research and get educated. So to wrap it up, centralized exchanges are user-friendly, but they hold your crypto, not you. Decentralized exchanges give you more control, but they require you to have more knowledge. Always trade safely. Beware of scams. Always use strong passwords and don't leave the majority of your assets on an exchange. And before you go, here's what I'd like you to do next. Drop a comment in the chat below. Do you prefer centralized or decentralized exchanges? Or what are you currently using if you're already an experienced person? And also do hit like and follow so you don't miss next week's session on smart contracts, which is, I believe, the future of finance. And tag a friend who's thinking of getting into crypto. So I'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Take care. Bye.